long since reconciled time and timelessness and stillness and movement, knowing and experiencing that they merge or cancel each other out in the now, in the present moment. But now we're faced with the task, in the way of stories that is, to reconcile heaven and earth, existence and non-existence, form and formlessness, emptiness and fullness. There's an anecdote, putting it together, about Ramakrishna, the great Hindu saint. There was a time when he stood on the balcony at the temple, in the temple at Kosipur Gardens, where he shouted out, "Come, come, my disciples, I'm ready." But then there was another occasion, in a state of ecstasy, that he said, "Do not let my light shine. Do not let me beam out to anyone." A paradox it would seem. So there are two stories, maybe to lead us in to our inquiry, old stories as they all are. The first is that story about the sage, a realized sage we can say and recognize from the writings, called Lin Tzu. And after he left old Chang, his teacher, and he had a friend, also a great sage, called Wen Tzu. But Li Tzu went to Wen Tzu and told him that he was about to make a journey to the capital city. So on his way, he stopped at an inn, and after staying at the inn, he turned back from his journey and returned from whence he came, where he met Wen Tzu. And Wen Tzu asked him, "Oh, why did you not go to the capital?" And Li Tzu said, "Well, when I came to the inn and stayed, all the people gave me adulation. The innkeeper, his wife, and all the patrons gave deference to me. And I realized that if these simple people, uneducated, treated me so, what would it be like when I got to the capital and there were all these statesmen and lords and others who would demand of me?" And Wen Tzu said, "Yes, but you will not be able to stop them from coming." But Li Tzu went back to his small house and took up his life again. But then one day, Wen Tzu was on a pilgrimage and happened to pass that way and went to visit Li Tzu. But when he came to his house, he found that there were many, many pairs of shoes outside his door. And he did not even enter. He left and went on his way. But it so happened that one of those who were present with Li Tzu noticed the master and told Li Tzu, and Li Tzu ran out of the house and chased Wen Tzu. "Why did you not stay? Why did you not give me advice and wisdom?" And when Su chastised him roundly, I told you that you would not be able to stop people from coming to you when you display your knowing and knowledge. And then when Su left, leaving Li Tzu to ponder on what he had said to him. And then the other story is about a certain man who reached what we would say is a state of sagehood or wholeness or enlightenment or one of those other descriptions. And he'd been with a Sufi master in his Turkey for many, many years. But after this, he left the Turkey and went far away, where he opened a small grocery store. Then there was another man, a dervish, a seeker, who made pilgrimages abroad in his seeking mode. And it happened that one day he came by the grocery store and recognized an old companion from the days of their years in the Turkey. Now, the dervish was very greatly surprised to see this shopkeeper, and he demanded of him, "Why did you not stay in the teaching circle? Why did you abandon your quest?" But the shopkeeper remained silent, just smiling at his old companion. Now when the dervish left and was on the road again, he often pondered about his old friend, who was now the shopkeeper, and he would often tell in his anecdotes when he spoke to people of the man who had abandoned his quest. But in his journeys, the dervish found himself one day with the great blessing of meeting the prophet, the green one, on the road. And the dervish asked him, "Where can I find a great teacher who will give me what it is that I've been seeking?" And Kadir said to him, "Go to the shopkeeper who has the small shop in such and such a place. He is the teacher of the age." Now the dervish said, "How can it be him? He abandoned the path. He abandoned the quest." But Kadir said, Go to the shopkeeper and learn from him what it is that you have been seeking." These stories lead us into our exploration of the reconciliation of form and formlessness, existence and non-existence, esoterically called heaven and earth. What do these stories tell us? What is this paradox? Ramakrishna standing on the balcony, announcing, yelling to the world, I'm ready, come." my disciples, and praying, beseeching Mother Kali, do not show my light to the world. Do not let me shine. And Li Tzu, being admonished by his friend and teacher, I told you, if you shine your light and let it be known, they will come, but you do not do them or yourself a service, only a disservice.